How's it going, neighbors? This is Ed here with etrailer.com, and we're taking a look at the Swagman XTC on the back of our 2023 Jeep Wagoneer L edition long wheelbase. So let's take a look at this carrier. The XTC2 TILT bike carrier is a frame mount carrier. So a frame mount is going to make contact with your frame as well as locking down onto your wheels on the front and rear. In this particular setup, they're using straps and cradles. If you have a carbon fiber bike, a bike with a nice paint job that you don't want contact, or any type of unconventional frame like a step-through bike, this isn't going to be the best option for you. But, you know, if that doesn't apply to your situation, then it's a really good value carrier. To tilt this guy, we're going to remove this pin and clip from the underneath of the carrier and pull forward. Now on the Wagoneer L with my bike on here, if I were to open up this hatch, it's going to make contact with my pedal. And I've tried repositioning it to different points, and you just won't have access to your cargo area with this carrier on the back of your vehicle. So that's one thing to keep in mind with this, but it does have the tilt feature, and possibly if you're sharing it between vehicles, you can take advantage of it on a different vehicle. Put our pin and clip back in the bottom. We're gonna connect that here, and now it's back sturdy as far as the tilt feature. What I do with the frame mounted carriers, I detach the straps on the wheels first, and I let the center mast hold up the bike for me, working as another set of hands. One of the cooler things I like about the Swagman is the fact that, well, let me tell you this, you squeeze and then you're going to be able to pull up on the handle. But one of the things I really like about the Swagman is these hooks come completely off of the carrier. There are other brands like the Hollywood where they kind of get in the way because they put a retaining screw at the top that keeps you from being able to pull them off. And that gets in your way a little bit when you're trying to remove your bike. So I'm gonna kick this out the way, drop my mast to get it out my way a little bit here, get it around my pedal, and here we are. So let's take a closer look at our carrier after I park my bike here. So now that we have our bike removed, we're gonna pop our hooks back onto our mast just so we can put this in our stowaway position. So overall, this carrier is gonna fall into the category of your casual value type person that's not really an avid cyclist, but they just need to move bikes from time to time. This is the type of carrier that I would use if I'm going out to the park occasionally, but I'm not like a hardcore rider like some of the people here I work with. So after getting this pin in, let's get some measurements to see how much we're adding to the back of our vehicle. Let me hang this strap on here real quick too. So as far as measurements, you have a really long shank and it has a 3-inch rise. And and I would say the closest part from the bumper here is right at 11 inches. Another cool thing about the shank, it does fit into your 2x2 receiver, and there's an included adapter for a 1 1/4 inch receiver opening as well. So if you're sharing it between two vehicles, still would be a really good option. There's also a anti-rattle bolt with a pin and clip to secure it into place to help stabilize your carrier. So that's going to help a lot. As far as what your wheelbase is, it can support a width up to 2.5 inches. So if you have fat tires, this won't be the best option for you. So we're going to put this guy in our stowaway mode. This one is a little bit different from a lot of the carriers I have. Instead of folding upward to the vehicle, it actually folds towards the middle. So you're going to pull out your pin, and you can make adjustments for your cradles to make sure everything stays as it should. And you kind of work your pins in. It requires a little bit of jiggling to make sure everything goes where it should, but it'll get there. And in the folded state, it does obstruct your license plate, and it will be visible in your backup camera. But as far as your tail lights, and I would guess your backup sensors, you're pretty clear on this guy. So in that regard, You know, pretty compact. It's solid for the price on it. All right, and as you can see with our backup display, folded up in the stowaway mode, it does free up a lot of space as far as visibility behind you. However, it does, put the entire carrier in the middle. So you would lean on your mirrors and looking over your shoulders just to make sure that you're clear of any obstacles. So the XTC2 TILT, I think, is a really solid carrier for the value. If you're an avid cyclist, this probably wouldn't fit the bill for how you're going to use it. But if you're a person that's a casual rider, you're going to share it between a couple people or a couple cars, yeah, this is a great way to move two bikes. So again, this has been Ed with etrailer.com, taking a look at the Swagman XTC2 on the 2023 Jeep Wagoneer L. Have a great day.